Hey, little babies, it's Dr. Mate here. As you can see, I'm wearing my RFK Jr. President 2024. He'd be a badass dude to be president. He kicks some ass. Anyway, President Laos, he's going to speak in front of the General Assembly at the United Nations in New York tomorrow. And, it's very fearsome. I mean, it's going to be a time when he's just going to collapse, fall over, keel over, break his head open, and his brains are all going to spill out like they have been, because the guy's an idiot. I don't like talking about the president like that, but this guy's the worst. I saw a video of an open boxcar train, probably about 75 cars, loaded with these invaders coming to American borders to cross over so they can get on the dole. They get paid $2,200 a month. They get food stamps. They get housing assistance. They get free health care, baby care, dental care, and the government's picking up the tab. Yet nobody's really. They just we're liberal cities, and we accommodate them because this is a sanctuary, and we can take them to church and teach them about Jesus. Now, this really gets me going bad. That this president has allowed this to happen. In the last 3 years, nearly 8 million invaders have crossed the border and infiltrated the country, spread out from east to west, north to south, everywhere. Now, what do you think the societal costs are going to be there? Not only the financial cost, but the societal cost in crime, education, healthcare, and it's just bad, really bad. I mean, we have enough problems taking care of our own people. Yet somehow these idiot Democrats think it's okay to swing the borders wide open and let everybody who wants to come in. It's ridiculous. I just can't believe that they're doing this. And it's really screwing up the country. And there'll be payback down the road, a couple of years when these people get settled in and they start stirring shit up. You're gonna see. It's gonna be bad. They got these terror cells, these sleeper cells in place already. They're gonna go blow up. Who knows what? Whatever they think is gonna get their attention, and they can express their terrorist views. America's just a sitting duck for these monsters. These are evil people. I'm not saying all the invaders are evil, but there's a lot of them with evil on their mind. They just want to take advantage of America and the largesse of the American government and the goodwill of the American people. But there's only so much we can tolerate. I mean, it's just boggles my mind that this has happened to this point. Now, again, Joe Biden, Sleepy Joe, President Laos, is speaking in the morning at the UN. But this guy is ready to keel over any day. I mean, every day is worse and worse. He can't even hardly stand. He can't hardly walk. He can't hardly speak. Now, I grew up in a pretty big extended family. I had a lot of aunts and uncles. I got to watch them grow old, and it was a joy to know them. And, as they got older, and you could see the aging process kicking in, there are certain ways about them, but they're still great people, They're pretty much the same as when they were younger. And these are square shooting people. They were lovable and great personalities and big personalities. Some of them were larger than life. They were just great Americans. But what happens is as you get old, there's only so much you can do. You get to the point where you're limited, and you got to take it easy, and go in the rocking chair, watch Tales of Wells Fargo, and have a beer and chill out, have a nice macaroni and cheese dinner with some tapioca pudding. And I I look at Biden and I say, this guy is shot. Physically he's shot, mentally he's shot. Why haven't they given him an MRI, a brain scan? Why haven't has he been seen by the top physicians in cognitive abilities and give him a going over, a thorough going over, and none of these White House physicians or these military physicians who will give him a good report because he's Joe Biden. So that's pretty much how it looks. I mean, we're in deep shit trouble. I mean, Zelensky's going to be speaking in front of the UN tomorrow. Say, we need the U.S. troops to come in and save us from the evil Russians. We need to go to war with NATO and everybody to beat the Russians and gotta nuke the Russians, wipe them off the map. You know, if that's what it comes down to, these people are screwed in the head. They need to be talking peace. And that's the only option available. You cannot go to war with a major power that has 2,700 nuclear weapons pointed at all the Western cities in Europe and in America. Now, if you think that's far-fetched, and you don't think they'll use them, if it comes down to it, they will use them. And, nuclear burst is not a pretty thing to be near. I mean, boom, one flash in your eyes, see that bright light, and, you turn into a skeleton, and then you vaporize. So, another thing, really getting back to this Maui thing. These people are destitute. And what has Biden done? What has the FEMA done? They've closed off all access to the properties. They won't let any reporters in there. They can't take photographs and videos of the area. There's something really suspicious about that. But the federal government has not loosened its money belt and get these people whole. I mean, you got to get in there and help these people out. I mean, they have nothing. They lost everything. And I blame it on Biden and his idiotic administration. They're running this country into the ground. It's really bad. Really bad. And if you think that you can keep voting for Democrat idiots like this, and you're going to see the country turn into a Marxist hellhole, cultural Marxism, the cancel culture. Yes, if anybody crosses me, we're going to attack them on social media and make up stories about them and broadcast it all over the world on the World Wide Web. Now, these idiots, they need to be brought under control. And that's all there is to it. And the only way they can do it is the power of the polls. The individual voters have got to decide what kind of future they want for them and their children and their grandchildren. But the way it's going right now, these Democrats are pushing this country down the sewer. And they want to take you with it. I know my editorial is a little harsh, but it's true. And we have to think about it. This is a serious crisis we're in right now. And, we need to get our act together, brothers and sisters. Well, listen, this is Dr. Mady. I love you. Bye-bye.